Hey, Happy New Year, everybody. It is January the 1st, 2020, and I'm going to show you where I've been today. I made a post on it, but you see this? Ooh, Nelly, the work never ends here. Okay, I'm going to tag a few people. Come in. I'm just going to wish everybody a Happy New Year. I look worn out. I am worn out. I have been working literally all day. No, I take that back. Y'all know I was doing a little social media work this morning and probably didn't get to work till about 11. But you see all of this over here? Yeah, that's what I've been doing. So, so let me turn this back around. Okay, so it is 2020. And I am here in my crazy office, as you see, just junk all over the place. See all these boxes down here. See all this, see all that work behind me. Oh my gosh, the work never stops. So one of these things, by the way, is that I worked on today was a petition to the Board of Professional Responsibility about about filing a SLAP petition, which is strategic litigation against public participation. And Tennessee has an anti-SLAP law, so they are trying to sanction me for being with parents who are filing complaints against judges. And so I had to write a pretty extensive brief about all the work that I have done and everything I've been involved with as far as child welfare advocacy, citizen lobbying, and trying to get some laws changed. So it's going to be real interesting to see how that turns out. It is already dark here in Tennessee. It's amazing how it's getting dark at like 4:30 in the afternoon. That's so frustrating because even if I finish work at a decent hour like today, it is already dark outside. So I am going to go home and relax a little bit, but I worked all day on getting these 3 piles that I just showed you here at the beginning of the video ready to go, and they were things that I needed to do with some pretty intensive concentration, no interruptions. And so I just turned on some classical background music today and set my little hiney at my desk and just pumped everything out and got all the exhibits ready and everything. So we are heading into a new year, and we need to think about what we are going to do. I have tried to get the Tennessee Families First Act proposed. I've sent it to Representative Weaver. I posted it on the Family Forward Project. All of you need to pull it off and get it to your state reps. I saw a post just today where it said, if somebody knocked on your door and said they were going to take your liver, would you get up and do something about it? Yet we let them get up and take our kids every day. So this is going to stop. It's got to stop, and we need your voice. So I have also, one of the things that I have wanted to do for a couple years is to create a symposium about a lot of issues, not just the child welfare issue, but also, I'm trying to watch your messages here, but also with other family issues, family government intervention issues, such as truth in vaccines, abortion, sex education. And so what I have done is I have reached out to a few women in my community who really have taken on these separate issues and separate subjects. And we're already had some communication. We've already organized some people, and we are looking at putting together a presentation in spring as soon as we can get a place available. So as soon as I have a date, I'm going to give it to you. Hopefully it'll be a Saturday, or it might be a Sunday afternoon, but it's going to cover several issues, and we're going to invite lawmakers, and we're going to do a meet and greet with our lawmakers in Tennessee. So I really want you to try and come. So, golly, I don't know what else to talk about, because once I get finished with that stack of stuff over there, if you didn't see it earlier, I'm going to show you. Do you see that? Woo! Whoa, Nelly. That is a lot of work right there. So once I get finished working on a big stack of stuff like that, my brain is pretty well fried out, I gotta tell you. So I can't think of anything clever to say. I did post the other day, and I want you all to consider, if you have it in your heart, to join the Family Forward Prayer group. It is a private group, and you can ask to be asked to join, or if you're in it, invite some people that have a prayerful heart. I think we have got to latch on to asking for strength and asking for wisdom and asking for fortitude and asking for knowing the steps that need to be done. So, and also I'm watching your questions. Everybody's sending me questions both through the group and through my messenger. I try to give as general good questions as I can, but sometimes there are specific questions that I can't. I also have worked on my outline for 3 training programs. One of them is an advocacy program. I have the outline completed. Another one is parent representation, and the other one is really the first steps for the parent in becoming involved in a child welfare case. So I'm working real hard, you guys, all the time. I'm also working on kind of a couple different plans to help us have more funds available. As you know, I do travel. I've been to several states. I think I counted about 15 states. Whenever I go to those states, I take time off from work. I pay my own way. I pay to stay someplace. I pay all my travel expenses. Plus, I take away from time that I could be earning and supporting my office, because I do have an office here and I have overhead and I have staff and I have to make sure that they all get paid. Everybody gets paid as well. So I work really hard to maintain all of that. And I'm an entrepreneur at heart. I've been talking to a couple people that looking at Family Forward and how Family Forward can be a resource or a platform or a outlet to generate some money to help support what we do. So I hope you watch for that and that you will participate in that. We've done a few little programs throughout the years. I appreciate everybody who's participated in that. We've done our bracelets, we've done our trump cards, all those things where I've just reached out individually and asked for you to participate. A lot of that burden has been on myself because I'm the one who, for instance, in the trump cards, I designed the cards, I ordered the cards, I stamped the cards, I got the cards addressed, sent out and everything, and that takes so much time from my day to do that. And I thank you all for participating. And I've taken those cards places, had people fill them out, and I've got a few left, and I'm going to get the rest of those mailed out. We've also done our bracelets. Again, I do the bracelets, order the bracelets, pay for the bracelets, do the promotion for the bracelets, and then have you participate in that. So thank you for your participation, but it's really been a lot of work on me. So I do have the banners that we've made. Several people have asked for them. I'm right now trying to look at different ways that we can produce those less expensively so that we can make those more massively available so that y'all can have them wherever you go, which is Stop Separating American Families. So just keep an eye open for things that I'm doing so that we can generate additional cash flow to support what needs to be done. As the spring comes along, I want to be taking one day off a week to visit with legislators, talk to legislators, etc. And again, every time I take off from work, that costs me money. Sometimes it costs me my weekend, because then I have to end up working over the weekend to be able to make up that time and make up those billing hours, because I have to be a responsible business owner as well. And I'm sure all you can appreciate that. So keep on plugging on, guys. We have made so many changes, and I'm going to remind you that on December the 20th, President Trump signed the Families First Transition Support Act, which is the one that is supporting the Families First Preservation Services Act that was passed in February 2018. So if not for our citizen lobbying efforts in D.C., which we started in about 2016, I just don't really believe those would have happened. Now, there are people who will poo-poo what we do and say, we really aren't getting anything done, nothing's happening. But I'm telling you, if your voice is not out there and your voice is not heard, nothing will happen at all. So you need to reflect on what amount of time you can give us. What can you do? I want you all to look up your legislators. Your state legislators are so important. What can you do? Okay? So important. You decide. We all have gifts of the Spirit. I know what my gifts are. My gifts are encouragement and advocacy, and then there's some other gifts such as perseverance and fortitude and, poking the bear, the controversial bear, etc. But, I know primarily that advocacy and encouragement are the two things that God has given me to be able to make our work be done. So please examine yourself. What are your own gifts? I know I saw somebody made a post that, pray for, and it had a list of things like fortitude, patience, wisdom, fearlessness, right? Well, you already possess some of those. So you just need to find it in yourself. And I'm telling you that once you find out what your spiritual gift is, and then you apply that to the work for good, then you are going to flourish. You will flourish. I promise you. So, okay, so it's January the 1st, day 1 of 2020. And I've got to tell you, I've been typing all day and I cannot type 2020. My little fingers want to go 2019, 2018, 2020 has been like impossible to type today. So hopefully within the next day or two, I'll get used to it because I type really fast and I have to type a lot every day. All right, so I love you all. Thank you all so much for everything you're doing. Thank you for joining the group. Thank you for your patience and perseverance. Thank you for your support. So many people give me so much support and encouragement, and I just want to thank you for that because it makes me know that somebody has some thoughtfulness to that. All right, so we are off to the races for 2020, and as I posted yesterday, my 2 words are intentional kindness, okay? All right, so keep that in your mind. I want you to examine yourself for your spiritual gifts. I want you to examine for what your 2 words are for 2020. I want you to examine for what can you do? What can you give? What are the things that you can do? All right, so let's keep it rocking and rolling. Please pass and share this video along. I've posted all of these. I've uploaded all these videos to YouTube. I've had lots of people call me who've said that they've seen our YouTube videos and then connected with us through Facebook. All right, so we are going. Thank you so much, and I will continue to be in touch. I wish I could talk to you more often, but my head's just going a bajillion miles an hour all the time. All right, we'll talk soon. Thank y'all. Love you. Bye-bye.